What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. So I just finished live streaming the Next Level Showcase. In case you don't watch it with me or whatnot, wanted to give you guys like my hits for the event. Overall, I thought this event was far superior than the last one. It was absolutely amazing. Tons of hits in the show all around. Of course, some of the statues wasn't like animes or video games I play or watch, so it wasn't relevant to me. So I'm not going to comment on those just because I don't know anything about it. I'm sure for people who watch or play those games in anime, they probably love it. So we're just going to comment on what I know of and what I really, really liked. So first off, I love this chick. She is incredibly beautiful. Shizuka Anderson. She is absolutely gorgeous. She is a Japanese model. All right, so we saw Kratos went there. We'll get to better photos. There's a lot of stuff that was shown. They announced Fallout Silent Hill 2 is an announcement, which is really cool. I just hope it's the Pyramid Head guy and not the main character, James, from the game, because he would be a very lame statue. Has to be Pyramid Head guy. That would be really cool. All right, they did announce Avatar, which I'm sure will be really good. I can't remember when that's coming out. I think it's next year. And then we did see Dune. So this time they did Dune in 3rd scale. I think it looks really good. I'm sure this will be popular amongst collectors since the movie was really good. I really enjoyed that movie. And they announced the main villain, this feud guy. So it's nice that they give companions. Now, this is something I really want. And I love the fact they're showing people assemble it. So obviously, it's not painted yet. But, Prime 1's paint app is just unrivaled. I'm not a big fan of this seam line here, right here in the arm. I don't like the seam line. I think that's ugly. Both arms actually have a seam line on this. So I'm not a fan of that. I'm sure it'll look better when it's like fully painted and everything. But conceptually, it's 10 out of 10. It's ginormous, 2-part base, which is crazy. You can see the seam line right there. Very ugly. Hopefully paint it up. It doesn't look too bad. But this, very excited. Although I just don't have the space for that. It's ginormous. They also announced a tree beard. And they showed off their Sauron. Go back slightly. Check out this Sauron. 1/3 scale. I definitely think it's really cool. It comes with a sword as well, in addition to the mace. So very cool. Yeah, look how big that is. Like, get a good look at that. So if I was to guess on size, probably like 45 to 50 inches. Conceptually, I do prefer the 4th scale. This is the exact same pose as the sideshow, just 1,000 times cooler. This is no doubt absolutely phenomenal, though. Like, really cool. I love it. I would never display the sword. The mace is so cool. This is very cool, though. But I'm not collecting 3rd scale. I'm only doing 4th scale, so obviously it's an easy pass for me. And then they showed off 1/4 scale tree bear, dude. This thing's going to be like 5 feet tall. I can only imagine how big it is because the Weta is already like over 3 feet tall at 6th scale. So if you think 4th, dude, this thing's going to be like 6 feet tall. Jupiter, how are they? That is going to be so big. I am real curious, like the scaling. So they finally showed off the Prey statue. Check that out. Overall, I think this looks really good. Now, it's not Prime 1's fault, but I just think the design of this Predator is the worst design of all Predators ever. I do not like the unmasked look. It doesn't look like a Predator to me. It looks just like a very ugly, not a cool ugly, just an ugly creature. Like, it doesn't look cool. It's just like, God, what an ugly creature. Don't like the string dreads. Don't like the face. The mask is the only way to go for this. And frankly, the teeth up. I don't even like the teeth down mask look. They did silicone for the dreads. Lots of swap outs. The best thing about this is the pose. I love the pose. Very cool pose. Good base, not great. All the other Predators had cooler bases. Overall, I think it's great. And I think those who are collecting this line, they're going to be happy. They also announced the Elder Predator. Now, I don't personally care for that guy. So, yeah, for me, it's not a big thing. Now, here's something I really like. Check this out. Boom. So, the extra large, meaning it's going to scale with the Prime 1 Predator line, Dog Alien. So, this guy is a big statue, just like, it's a big statue. It's right there. Look how big it is. It's a great statue. It's phenomenal paint app. It was the first Alien they ever made. It blew everyone away. The resale value skyrocketed from like $1,600 to $3,000. Comes with the swap out. Very good statue. Now they're coming out with their XL version. Now, here's what I like better about this one. The base. I think the base is far better. The pose is very unique. This pose is done over and over again with Dog Alien. This pose is very unique. Climbing down. I think it gives a more scary vibe. So I like this pose. I like the way they did the tails circling like that. I think that looks really cool. Additionally, it comes with a little face hugger that they show off. And I like right here, it has this little guy, like a little diorama on the back of the base, or the side of the base, really. I think that's super cool. I dig that a lot. The other base is honestly very mediocre. It just has like some candles on it. It's nothing special. This base is way cooler. So in general, I would say this is better. I think the paint app is a little bit better. The details are a little bit better. It's a better concept, a better pose. Like, dude, I want to buy that. Can you just sell me that? 1/3 scale. Although this is going to be an XL version, I would love to just buy this. I'd totally buy that. That's so cool. But overall, I think this is better than this. Now, I don't plan to buy it, or, this obviously would not fit down low. I'm not upgrading to the XL line. I'm still very happy with mine, but I think they did overall improve it. So I think that's a hit for sure. All right, let's check out Kratos. Let's see, let's get to where they show it. So you get multiple pose options with this guy. So you get, now his axe is not like the level 7 axe, it's like level 1, which is the same as my life-size bust actually. And then you get his standard shield, which I have a life-size version. He's standing on almost like a dragon water creature that you fight throughout the game. And then it has a bunch of other little creatures and like Easter eggs, which I think is cool. Bunch of pineapples. I do remember in general like this environment. You can have a closed shield. The axe looks excellent. Now this is the classic armor from Ragnarok. It's like the first armor you get in the game. And it's not even like the upgraded version. The upgraded is super gold. So this is like level 1 armor, maybe like level 2. But I do like this armor choice. I think it was the right decision. I think this is one of the best armors in the game. And they did real fur on it, which I really like. Now, it does come with the Drapner Spear. And you get both level 1 and level 9 on the Blades of Chaos, which is really cool. So it's like all cracked and whatnot. But then, check that out. Then you get the level 9, which has the black and all the writing, the runes. This is gold. So you get both options, which I think is really cool. You get 2 shield options. So you get the Stonewall shield, which is very cool, and 2 portraits. So you get that, and then a slightly teeth open version. Frankly, I'd probably just do the other one, the not showing any teeth. I think it looks a little bit better. So multiple pose options, really cool, great looking base. It's going to be huge. The paint app looks phenomenal all around. Like on Kratos himself, the way they did the paint app, like the fading of the red and the white looks really good. Mimir looks upgraded from the quarter scale. Like overall, it looks upgraded from the quarter scale. It looks ginormous as well. So I'm a big fan. That's definitely one of the biggest hits of the event for me was Kratos. And they also teased Thor, which is really cool. So he has this option where like the Mjolnir is like showing electricity like he's about to grab it. Light up eyes, like I really dig that. I think that's sick looking. Thor looks great. He's a huge character in the game. Like he's quite a bit bigger than Kratos. Kratos goes to like here on him. So he's going to be massive. It's third scale, so it matches him. I love the pose. He's a very cool character in the game. Great looking base as well, having the crows on there from Odin. So very cool. So that also is just like a great teaser. They showed Street Fighter. And then Resident Evil 4. This is definitely one of the big hits of the game for me. So here it is. So it's from the beginning of the game. So first off, if you haven't played Resident Evil 4, play it. Phenomenal game. I've played it probably 6 or 7 times. I've played it twice in VR and multiple times in non-VR. VR is the way to go. PlayStation 2 VR, this game is freaking amazing. Like one of the coolest experiences ever. I actually played it like 4 months ago. So I really dig this statue for sure. It's at the beginning of the game. You go into the city and all of a sudden all the villagers are like crazy attacking you. They're like a cult. So you got Leon here. And it looks like it comes in 2 different options. This looks like a standard. It's probably going to cost like $1,200. Does not include the 2 crazies. Base not as good. And I'm guessing the diorama is probably $2,000 is my guess. So this is one of the guys that invented it. But you got this guy which has like a sack over his head holding a chainsaw, almost like a Leatherface type character. Really cool looking, amazing detail. Paint app. Leon sculpt, excellent. Better than the Leon from Resident Evil 2 that I own. It's definitely very good. Here's the 3D model. Yeah, like paint app looks really good on this. I wanted to... Yeah, so they do give you 2 pose options. Like, that dude looks so cool, dude. I really dig the way they did him. Like, look at that. Look how crazy his eyes are. That looks so cool. That's so cool. And then that guy, Leon, has both the pistol and the knife. I personally like the knife. I just think it looks cooler, that pose. And he comes with 2 portraits. One with the like teeth grinning. So you'd want to do the teeth grinning with the knife, I feel. But this huge hit of the event, definitely extremely cool. Oh, another one I wanted to show was this Superman. Dude, this thing is also a big hit for me. I think this is the best Superman statue ever made. So I love the pose. Let's see why you're not playing. The pose, absolutely great. They did a phenomenal job on the pose. Check out that base. You got a mother box, really cool underbase. You got a Superman logo here. On the back, you got the Justice League logo. Yeah, like that. Love it. Very cool base. Costume looks great. Love the pose. The sculpt is so good on this one. You could definitely tell it's upgraded from mine, or even the most recent. Holding the Batman. Dude, look at that. That is so cool. And then they even did a different head sculpt with the eyes. Like he's about to shoot. Like that. Dude, that is so cool. This is definitely a very sick looking Superman. In my opinion, far better than J&D. This blows J&D out of the water. I know J&D's the silicone and whatnot, but dude, concept-wise, this is 10 out of 10. J&D's like 5 out of 10. So, yeah, I think that's the best Superman statue ever made. You heard me. Now, for me, the biggest thing for me is this, of course. Cloud. Quarter scale, perfect sculpt, perfect pose, perfect. Now, I'm a little disappointed we didn't get my Tifa, because I want my Tifa. But we finally got Final Fantasy VII, Rebirth, Cloud, Zack, Sephiroth. Cloud comes with tons of pose options, all extremely cool. I'm sure it's going to be very pricey, probably $2,000. But I'm 100% buying this and Sephiroth. Yeah, I really dig this. Zack also looks really good. I do like Zack. I swear I played a game where it was just him. I forget which Final Fantasy, but I know I played a game of just him as well. So I do like him, and if they don't make any other characters, I might just get all 3. But I really dig this, 100%. I'm glad I passed on all the custom clouds. This is obviously going to be, very expensive. The custom ones are like $400-500, but you will not beat this in terms of detail, sculpt, paint app, scaling. All the scaling of the Final Fantasy customs are terrible. They're underscaled. Look at Sephiroth, absolutely sick. So freaking cool. The wings, love the pose. The way his hair flows, oh my gosh. Absolutely perfection, folks. You guys know I've been wanting Final Fantasy VII for a very long time. So for me, this is something like, this is endgame for me. I was really hoping we got an Ada Wong, but it's not as crucial as this. And the big thing, 1/4 scale. That is what Flankster wanted. So I'm super excited. So as far as what I'm actually going to be buying, now I want a lot of those statues. Sure, I'd love that Superman. I'd love the Cave Troll. Cave Troll won't work in my collection. It's too big. That thing, the only place I could even consider putting it would be just like right there. But why the heck would I throw a random 1/4 scale Cave Troll in the middle of my room to block everything? It's not with my Lord of the Rings line. It just doesn't make sense. So Alexa, turn on Man Cave. So for me to get the Cave Troll is extremely difficult. It's just not going to work in that room. Like, there's no way I could get it. Don't care to own like the Paul Atreides. Superman, I mean, I'd have to sell my Superman to get it. Kratos 3rd scale. Now let's think about that. So obviously I got this one, and I got the bust, which the bust is the best of the best. And I got OG Kratos. The only way a 3rd scale could even work would mean that bust would have to be moved right there, and you'd have to do the 3rd scale in the corner like it's part of the MK line. It's the only way I could do 3rd scale. It'd have to be in the corner, and then the bust separates it from the 1/4 scale. Then you do the 1/4 scale here, and probably that Kratos behind this Kratos. It's the only way I could consider it. Now, we know they're also making a 1/4 scale Kratos from Ragnarok, so I'm not going to pre-order the 3rd scale by any means. But we'll see. As of right now, I don't plan to buy it, but I do like it a lot. Of course, I want a 1/3 scale Kratos. He's my favorite character. Him, Vegeta, Scorpion. It is difficult just because my video game is specifically 1/4 scale outside of Mortal Kombat. And ideally, I want to reserve this spot where Elite is at for eventually Wukong life-size bust by Queen and J&D Stellar Blade, which is 3rd scale, but it's like a smaller 3rd scale. So it wouldn't look as bad right here. Now, I was hoping to get Ada Wong. We did not get her. We got 2 different Leons. I could probably honestly fit 1 Leon back there, but I'm not going to do it. That'd look weird having 2 Leons right there. So I'm hoping they have the license. Maybe they'll give us Ada. Maybe she just wasn't ready. Now, Final Fantasy VII. Probably going to take up an entire garage shelf. Now, I have thought, what we can sell if I don't want to sell MK. Like, if I had to get rid of statues, what I would get rid of would be Neo, Bloodborne, Gears of War, and move Jin Sakai to where Gears is at. And then I would put it right there. That is one way I could do it. You do Cloud versus Sephiroth, like Cloud, Sephiroth. They would fit definitely in a garage shelf. In the middle, I'd love to put a Tifa. Now, I could do Cloud and Zack versus Sephiroth if there is no Tifa. But ideally, I'd love Cloud, Sephiroth with Tifa and Aerith right in the middle between the two. Like they're acting as support for Cloud or watching the fight. But that would be ultimate for me to be able to do that. However, I may even consider doing them top shelf and putting them right there and just lowering Resident Evil. It depends. I really need to see it. Of course, if you do it right there, that gives you space behind to have an elevated like Tifa or Aerith. Nevertheless, I could obviously just keep everything as is. You sell some MK, you throw, Final Fantasy VII here somewhere. I will buy Final Fantasy VII. That is a day 1 PO for me. Price, I'm willing to spend $2,500 for the quarter scale each. So I'll spend $5,000 for Cloud and Sephiroth. I doubt they're going to cost that much. I think they're probably going to be 15. Well, Cloud with all those swap outs will probably be $2,000 if you do the deluxe version. Sephiroth, probably 1,800. Now, I know the other Final Fantasy was ridiculously overpriced. It was some crazy giant diorama. I don't think these ones are going to be that expensive. I think they won't be over 2,000. Maybe the Cloud with all those swap outs. I don't know if I need all those swap outs. Maybe just like 2 or 3 different poses is fine, but it looked like it had like 5 or 6. But for me, Final Fantasy VII is definitely the ones I'm 1,000% buying. Everything else, I'm not planning to buy or pre-order. I may consider the Kratos 3rd scale. Maybe. I'm not going to pre-order. It'd be something where, like, if I decide to get it, it'd be when it releases. And I don't plan to pre-order the Cave Troll or anything else. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What did you think of the Next Level Showcase? Overall, it was a big hit for me. One of their overall better showcases. So I think Prime 1 did an excellent job. It made up for the last one, which I was not a fan of, just because of the lack of, good statues being shown. But this one was excellent. So thank you, Prime 1. Now, please give us Tifa, Aerith, and Ada. I really hope you make those characters if you're watching. Us collectors want it. Trust me. We want those characters. They will sell like hotcakes. Anyways, folks, I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.